Hey guys, it's Alyssa from AlyssaNalani.com. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, as you saw from the title, I'm going to be setting up a journaling Bible. This is a CSB Notetaking Bible, Expanded Reference Edition. I got it last year shortly after it released, and I've been very excited to start using it in my own Bible study because the 2-page spread layout is set up a little bit differently than other journaling Bibles that I've seen or that I have personally used. I want to say it's one of a kind, but I haven't seen every journaling Bible that's on the market, so I want to make sure that I'm not overstating anything or just making a flat-out wrong statement. I think it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to using it, specifically because there are some notes that I'd like to start taking in my Bible study that I can't quite make in my interleaved in the way that I want. I could set up a notebook for this, but I'd really rather have the notes in my Bible pages and have everything all together. So I wanted a journaling Bible for that, and I think this one is going to be the perfect Bible for the job. But before I start using this, I did want to set it up with a little bit of deco, a couple of functional add-ons, and some Bible study tip-ins that I've been playing with. So that is what we're going to be doing in this video. You might want to get something to snack on or something to sip on or even a project of your own to work on alongside me because I feel like this might be a chatty video. I do plan on tackling this project in 2 parts. So the first part will be to add in the decor and the functional pieces, and then after that I will add in the Bible study tip-ins that I plan on putting in here. And I don't know at this moment if that means 2 videos or just 2 parts of 1 video. By the time you see this, you'll know. We'll just have to see how much I can get done in one sitting. Anyway, that is the task at hand. That is the order of operations. If any of this sounds interesting to you, then let's get started. Now, I have to tell you, full disclosure, that I'm low-key terrified to start this project because the perfectionist part of my brain is afraid that once I get started, it's not going to go in the direction that I want. And once you start taping and gluing things in, it's not ever going to look like this again. It's never going to be this pristine ever again. And that makes me nervous. Now, here's the thing, though. This is not my first rodeo. I have done this before. I'm going to show you the other 2 Bibles that I've set up in the past, just so you can see what I've done before and kind of what's in my mind's eye and where I might want to do different things. So this is my interleaved Bible. I do have a video on this one. I'm not going to flip through it or anything. If you want to see that video, it is linked down in the description box. And when I first set up this Bible a while ago, I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. I added a scrapbooking piece of paper here on the inside cover. I did the same thing on the back inside cover. I also tipped in my highlighting color code. A lot of you have seen this before. I also added a sticky pocket from the Target dollar spot. And that's all that's there in the back. And then in the front, I just added lyrics as I went along. This was not a one and done, oftentimes in church. I've got random stickers. This is a sticky note. This is a chorus from a song that I printed out on a piece of paper and taped in. I tipped in this piece of paper with some lyrics. It got stained from the leather Bible cover I had on here for some time. So it's very random. There wasn't a whole lot of planning involved when it comes to the inside cover of this Bible. I might refresh this at some point. I haven't committed to it. It is fine the way it is, and it actually has some personality, and I like that. So I might just leave it alone. But that's my first one. And then I did the inside cover of this She Reads Truth Bible. I posted a video on TikTok a while ago, and I don't know what constitutes a viral video, but it got like over 800,000 views. So yeah, a lot of people really liked it, and this one was really basic too. I just took some photos that I had printed from Pinterest. I had like a collection of them in a little envelope, and then I had printed out some lyrics. I wrote out some lyrics on sticky notes, and I just made this little collage situation with a tip-in, and that's it. And then on the back cover, you can see that this stripe is how the Bible came. It came like that. So the background is original. I didn't do anything to that. And that was really easy, very, very simple. And again, not a whole lot of planning. I just shopped my stash and made it pretty. With this one, I want to put a little bit more thought into it just because I have lots of elements that I could pull from my stash, and I think I'm just overthinking it. It does not have to be complicated. I just want it to look nice. So that's where my brain is, and let me show you what I'm thinking. I have random, these are just journaling cards that I've had in my stash for literally years and years. I've been hoarding them because I think they're so pretty, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to use them. So I got these small ones. I have this larger one. This is a piece from a paper pad that I've had for a while. This is half of a piece of vellum that came in a scrapbooking paper pad. I have scraps of scrapbooking paper. I have some cardstock that I already cut out. I did do a little bit of planning ahead of time, or prep, I should say, ahead of time. This is scrapbooking paper that is left over from my wedding. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it has kind of like this pearl sheen to it. We use these for our invitations. I cut it to size so that I could cover my inside covers with it, because I'm not a huge fan of this color. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a weird, it's not cream, it's kind of like this funky weird color. And so I do know that I want to cover the insides with this pearly white cover, or white paper, I should say. And so that I figured out. I've also figured out that I want to use this scrapbooking paper as well. And the other reason why I wanted to pull out this white paper is because this looks fine, but it kind of looks a little aged in a way that I don't love. And so the white will make the flowers pop. And I really wanted these flowers to pop because they're so pretty. I do know, if you cannot tell yet, that I want, this is going to be like a floral, like a floral shop blew up in my body. I am in my floral era, you guys. I did not expect it, but it's been a thing for the past couple of years, and I love it. I'm just drawn to florals, and so this is my Bible, and I'm going to do what I want, and it's going to be full of florals. I am not going to try and match it. Like, the florals do not have to coordinate in different places in my Bible. There should be some coordination in one space or in one spread, but throughout the Bible, there's not going to be like a particular motif besides flowers, and maybe like stripes and other accents like polka dots and whatnot. So, but florals are going to be like the overarching look. And I'm really excited. So I've gotten that far. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put, I know I'm going to do this at least. I just don't know how I'm going to use this. Now, I told you this is going to be chatty. The other thing that took me a while to pick, I labored over this, you guys, and that is my Bible tabs. I got these tabs on Amazon. I had seen people use them on TikTok, and it took me a while to land here because tabs kind of set a particular tone for a Bible. And while not everything has to be like super matchy-matchy, I do want it to have like, I want it to have a coordinating look. So I got these tabs on Amazon. I have not opened them all the way yet. So, or I have not, I think I opened the packaging a long time ago. I've had these sitting around for a while, but I have not like done anything with them yet. So, here we go. Oh, I forgot to say this. As always, everything that I can link is linked in the description box. So if you're interested in something you see, then definitely check there first. It does have an installation guide, which is nice, and a tab alignment guide, which is very, very helpful. I think this is a sample sheet because this is not the set that I ordered. This is a sample sheet of the pink sort of like pleather tabs that they have. And these are the actual tabs that I got. And they are floral. Look at this. Look at that. Is that not the cutest? Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. I cannot wait to use these. They're so pretty. And again, I labored long and hard to make this decision, which I know sounds so incredibly extra. And it is. It really is. But I'm very excited to use these. All right, so here's another sample page. These are nice. Oh, wait, it's not a sample. Is that this whole set? Do I have the whole? I do. I could tab 2 Bibles with this. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Okay, I see you. All right, so I could tab 2 Bibles, and I like this deep blue. I really, really do. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay, so these are the tabs, and so this is why I have to think all of this through, right? And I know I've said this before in one way or another. You all, this is so extra. It is so extra. It's just something to have fun with. None of these things that I'm about to do are requirements. They don't enhance your Bible study at all. They just add to the fun. They just add to the fun and the joy of working in your Bible. And I'm a huge believer in working in your Bible, like taking notes, really digging deep, highlighting, engaging with the text in as many ways as you can, in as many ways that make sense to your brain. So this is just enhancing that experience, but it is in no way something that is spiritual in terms of like, it's going to make it's not making you holier in any way. It's just for fun. It's just for fun. So I'm going to set these aside for now because we're not going to put those in yet. The first thing that we're going to do, I've made a little list for myself that I have off to the side to keep me on track because I will get sidetracked. I have some ribbon, as you can see, and I want to add this ribbon as a 3rd bookmarker. So as you can see, this one already comes with 2, and I'm going to add a 3rd one. And I looked in my stash and I found this leftover ribbon from my wedding. So, goodness, 8 years later and I still have stuff left over. I'm trying to find the end to the little plastic piece. We're gonna add a pink ribbon marker. And you know what's so funny? As I've gotten older, I have become more attracted to, sorry, this is kind of frustrating, pink, like rose gold and like dusty rose. Historically, and even still, my favorite color is deep purple, but I am very finicky when it comes to shades, and the purple that I like is not often the purple that is chosen for like journals and paper and all that kind of stuff. I don't always find accessories or things in the colors or the shade of purple that I want, so I choose other colors because there are so many fun colors out there. Okay, let's see if, there we go. There we go. I should have done that beforehand, I'm sorry. So we're going to add a ribbon bookmarker, and if you've never done this before, it is rather simple. You are going to add the ribbon to the spine, like in here. And I should use hot glue, but I can't find my hot glue gun. Actually, I know where my hot glue gun is. I don't know where my glue sticks are. So that is not an option today. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to try and use this Precision Tip Craft Bond glue. This is Elmer's glue. It's a craft bond, which means it's supposed to stick better than regular white glue or stick glue. And we're going to see if this works. So I am going to, before I even get the glue out, let me measure how long I want this ribbon. So it is going to sit, I should have, do I have, in my stuff? I do. Look at that. I've got these. You know what I should have? Hold, please. I have something on the other side of the room I'm going to grab. All right, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. This is a band that came with, oh man, I don't think it's going to fit. A band that came with my Day Designer planner a couple years back. It will. Okay, this is just to kind of keep it together so I can stand it up. Look at that. Nice. Okay, stay please. All right, full disclosure, you guys. If you see me doing something at a weird angle, that might not make sense. That's because I am filming with 2 devices so that I can get footage for social media. Because this is the kind of thing that would work well on social media. And the angle that I get for YouTube isn't quite the same angle that is great for things like Reels on Instagram. So that is why you might see me do something at a different angle. You know what? Why am I working harder and not smarter? Take the other ribbon out and just make it the same length. Duh. All right, welcome to my brain. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. Oh my gosh. Is this as painful for you as it starting to be for me? Okay, let's do that again. I'm going to make it just slightly longer. Stay. Then the ribbons here. Okay. We are going to clip that about here. All right. Okay. Because you can always take more off, but you can't add more on. So the other reason why I clipped it a little bit longer is because I do plan to add a little charm at the end of this one, which will be fun. Okay, now it's time for the glue, and I've seen this done before, so I know there's probably a technique that I ought to be considering. However, I think we're just gonna go for it. All right, so I'm gonna cut. Now this is gonna fray pretty badly, pretty quickly. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna add the charm now because I think that's just gonna be annoying because I'm gonna be moving this around a lot as I'm working in it. So we're gonna go ahead and take the band off because I need to open the Bible now. Okay, and we are going to close my glue. So we're done with that for now. And we are going to move the ribbon to the side. You know, the other thing I've thought about is adding like ribbon closures, but then it reminded me of my baby book that my mom got for me that has like my infant photos in, and I wasn't trying to emulate that, so never mind. It would still be cool. Like, I'm not, if you decide to do something like that, not knocking it, it just reminded me of that, and I was like, that's not quite what I'm looking for. So anyway, maybe like a fabric clasp or something. I'm not sure. I'm just spitballing at this point. Okay, so we've added the ribbon. It is a little longer than the original 2 ribbons, as you can see. But like I said, I do plan on making or putting a charm at the end of this one. So I do need a little bit of extra length, and I can always take it off if I need to. Take off the length if I need to. All right, so that's our first little task done. We've got 3 ribbon markers. That was really easy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to install an envelope. And the envelope I plan to put in, I noticed it over here. Something is staining my cover blue and I don't know what it is. I'm wondering if the glue, because I put the glue on a blue sticky note, I wonder if it pulled some of the dye and then got on the Bible. Well then, that is something that I need to be mindful of. Okay, we're just gonna keep going because there's nothing I can do about it at this point. Okay, what we're gonna do next is we are going to add an envelope. And I had 2 thoughts about this. I thought about adding just a regular standard size envelope. I would have to cut it down or fold it down because it's a little too long. And I may still do that, but I'm probably not going to. But that is an option. You could use a regular envelope. Now you can also make an envelope out of whatever kind of paper you want. Scrapbooking paper would be a great option. I decided to go with one of these envelopes. This is a 6x9 clasp envelope. And as you can see, I've already started modifying it here a bit. It originally looks like this. You've seen this before. And I just cut off the flap that would have folded over, and then I cut the back at a bit of a diagonal so that I could get into the envelope a little bit better. And then I also folded the bottom. I cut off I pulled off the flap that's glued on. I pulled that off, and then I just folded up a little bit because it is originally too long for this Bible. So I made some changes so that I could fit it in here. And I'm not going to put it on the inside cover, but I'm going to put it on the next page in right after the map. And because I'm not a fan of the color, I am going to also modify it as well. And I pre-cut some pieces, just went in my stash and pre-cut some pieces. I thought these looked really great together. And so this is going to slide down into here. All right. And then this is just going to go right on top, like so. And it's going to make this really pretty pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the paper to the envelope before I attach the envelope to the Bible. So I'm going to set this aside, and let's go ahead and attach the paper and trim off any excess bits here and there. Okay. So for this, I am going to use my extra strength Craft Bond glue stick. Super easy. Right, this is very like kindergarten. Except hopefully nobody was giving us extra strength glue in kindergarten. Okay, so now we've got this pocket. I'm just using this little book to flatten this out. You can use a credit card or something like that. I don't happen to have one on me at the moment, so we're just making do. All right, now we've got this beautiful little pocket. I'm loving the contrast of the polka dots and the floral. And I'm just going to round the edges because I can. If I can fit this in there. I did not think about that. It might not work, you guys. It might not. Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, it's just such a clean finish, and I love it. Okay, now we've got our pocket. And we're going to take our Bible and we're going to put the pocket in. Now, actually, I feel like we might want to wait. I thought I was going to put the pocket in next. I'm wondering if I should wait because I am going to be covering this paper, and this is going to add bulk that might affect the process of gluing the paper down, because it's a little, you can kind of feel the texture underneath. I think we need to wait. So we're going to hold off on this, but we have our envelope made. So we're going to put this aside and we're going to add it towards the end. All right, good call. I did not think about that. All right, now we're going to do the inside back cover. We are going to add, now that I'm talking about it, we're going to add this cardstock to the inside back cover. So I have 4 of them that I cut out. I think this was relegated to the front, and the only reason why I know is because I doodled on the back of here to test out a pen. Other than that, I have no idea. So we're just gonna try this out. Okay, so I did round the corners on one end, and at this point, it's just a matter of getting a tight fit. I'm gonna use, I have a water bottle here. Try not to knock anything over. I'm gonna use this water bottle to hold, because I don't have another paperweight. Okay, so we are going to guesstimate, and here's what you want to look for when you are covering pages like this. This is not quite right. That's fine. My rounded corners are a little off. I wonder if this one, whose corners I did not round, might work. Yes, it does. So, word to the wise, don't round your corners off prematurely, because you might not get a perfect fit. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to use glue this time. I'm going to use crafter's tape. I get this at Hobby Lobby, and you just have to buy the dispensers once. They come in a set of, like, I think 3. When I get them at Hobby Lobby, they come in a set of 3, and then you can just buy the refills. And it's really great. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the glue stick and then move in with the crafter's tape. Just in case I need to adjust, I will still be able to. Oh my goodness. Here goes nothing. This is why I'm nervous, you guys. I'm going to use the back of this paper because it will get covered at some point. And we're just going to put glue. Oh shoot, this blue ink that I used to mark where I needed to cut. You gotta be careful because it will transfer with glue. Okay, I am trying to line it up. It's a little longer. It's a little longer than the actual page. So I'm trying to line it up so I have a little bit of extra on both sides, so I can be sure that it'll be where it needs to be when it reaches the top. Okay, we're just gonna ease that in as best we can. Okay. I want to get it as close to the binding as possible. Now I do plan on washing this so that the ends don't start coming up, but I do want it as well affixed as possible. Okay, from here, I'm going to go in with the crafter's tape. And this is when I'm going to need this to lift a bit. And then I'm going to use the inside binding to help me walk this down. So I'm going to put a layer. I'm going to walk this down because I want as even this is evenly stuck as possible. Hold on. Okay. I've run out, so I can show you how to reload this if you've never seen this before. And just pop it out, and you take the new one, and you pop it in, and we're back in business. Okay, so here we go again. All right, look at that. Nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so we've got that page done. I'm going to see how the folder would have just made that whole process a lot more difficult unnecessarily. So I'm glad I made that call. Just gonna keep working it in, working it down, getting it all stuck. Okay, look at that. All right, now we're gonna do the back, the next one. And now it doesn't perfectly line up on the near the binding in here, but I'm not worried about that because I'm going to add some washi tape. So I'm not even worried about that matching up perfectly. What I am concerned with is it matching up in the corners here on the edges. So I'm going to start on the outside and then work my way in, just to make sure that these corners are where they're supposed to be. And in order to do that, I am going to start with the crafter's tape because I need these edges to be as stable as possible and as structurally sound as possible, because this is where it's going to get a lot of wear and tear. Okay, now we have brand new inside covers that I am thrilled with. This is what I was really nervous about. I wasn't sure how it was going to work or how it was going to turn out, if I would like it. I knew I could do it, I just didn't know if I'd like it, and I really like it. And because it is cardstock, it's just it's a thicker paper, it does sort of reinforce the actual cover of the Bible itself, which is nice. Again, I do plan on at some point rebinding this, so I'm going to lose all this at some point. I'm not worried about that. It's not a huge deal. For now, it has its use. I am getting that blue stuff on, like, it is, that's kind of bothering me, but this isn't real leather, so I'm thinking, will it wipe off? I don't know, you guys. Oh well, I guess it adds character. Yeah, it's character. We're just going to say it adds character. Okay, anyway, moving on. So it does add a little bit to the structural integrity of the cover itself. Now that we have finished this, I am going to round the corners using the large corner. You can't see that, sorry. Okay. Nice. And I just like, especially with this kind of thing, where you're dealing with covering something, it is nice to clean up the edge a little bit. That helps. Very, very nice. Now, I'm not going to add anything else to this right now. We're going to leave it alone. I'm also going to leave off the pocket for right now, and we're going to move to the front inside cover. Okay. Now we're going to do the same exact process with the rest of the pieces that I have cut out and get this front inside cover in shape as well. Here we go. Technically, I could just put crafter's tape on the entire thing and walk the entire thing down. I don't have to do it in sections, but again, I just want to make sure that in case something happens, the whole thing's not glued down in case there's a mistake, you know? So, I'm just being cautious. Taking precaution. Because with me, you never know. Sometimes I think I measure twice and cut once, only to find that I wasn't as careful as I thought I was. So sometimes you just gotta protect yourself against yourself. Okay. Also, I am just gonna put this out there. I don't know if there's anybody who's watching who might be thinking, why are you doing that to a Bible? You shouldn't be doing that to a Bible. If you've gotten this far in the video, I really hope that's not what you're thinking, because if that is your thought, if that is your belief, that is totally fine. You are entitled to that. But that just means that this video is not for you. You're not the target audience for this. This is for people who do want to have fun and, you know, just add their creativity to their Bible engagement. And if that's not your jam, that's totally fine. Engage with scripture the way you want. But just know that, you know, you don't have to watch if this ain't for you. And no hard feelings. I just hope I don't see any of that kind of stuff in the comments. So, this is for people who are actually interested in maybe adding a little pizzazz to their Bible. Okay, we're going to flip it and do it one last time. And here's my little piece of paper. We're going to find the center. Because once you find the center, you are sure to win. I couldn't sing it because I think that I might run into some copyright issues. But if you know where that's from, if you recognized it, you're a true one. We are friends. Let me know if you recognize the lyric. So we've installed a ribbon. We have installed the inside cover papers. We have brand new inside covers. Now we have this beautiful canvas that we can play in. My ribbon marker is doing well. I can tug on it and, oh, it came out. Oh, Atlanta! Okay. All right, well, that just goes to show that, yeah, I need stronger glue. All right, we're going to leave the ribbon marker for last. You guys. All right, so this is not going to work. There's that. I need stronger glue. So I think my husband has some like plastic glue that has a fine tip on it. We might be going that direction, but I think it has to wait. In fact, that might not even be the right glue anyway. I think I've got some super glue somewhere. Okay. We're gonna set this aside. At least we know that we've cut it the right length. Okay. Moving on. Oh, we're moving on. For the love of Pete. Okay. So, we've got our inside covers going, rocking and rolling. The other thing I want to do is I want to change this presentation page. I don't need a presentation page because I bought this for myself. So I'm not presenting it to myself in any special way. I just bought it. So I was thinking, I have this green vellum, as you can see. And I was thinking of using the green vellum on this, because I was thinking of using this piece from an old paper pad that I have and using this to write. I'm probably not even going to write "This Bible Belongs To" on here. It's too much space for that. I might write like some song lyrics or some Bible verses or something on here. But then again, I also have some other scrapbooky pages in my stash that I might consider. So, you guys, I have scraps that have just been lying around for a long time. Okay, I'm gonna create like a whole folder just for stuff for this Bible, just to tip in stuff for this Bible, because I'm liking so many things. That lace edge would be really nice somewhere, somehow. All right, that was a lot. I'm gonna grab this one too. That was a lot. I did not expect to pull all of those things. What else we got? Ooh, I have more of that heart stuff. I really love these hearts. I also have this wrapping paper. I don't think I'm going to try to use this rose goldy stuff, but what about the leaves? Maybe. Maybe. I'm just going to take a little piece out, and that's an option. And then I also have, these are pieces left over from some kits or a kit or some things that I bought from Corey at the Reset Girl. So if you've ever bought anything from her, you might recognize some of this. I love her pieces. They're so fun. Okay, these are journaling prompts and little bitty cutouts. All right, I don't need anything little right now. I need to figure out the lay of the land. I need to figure out how I'm going to be laying things out, what my big pieces are going to be so that I can move forward. Okay. Because this is taking a while. All right, back to the green vellum that I started out with. Do I want a big, here we go. Do I want a big, oh, that's so pretty. That is so stinking pretty. Do I want a big piece like this, or do I want a smaller piece like this? Let's go with a bigger piece. And yeah, let's do the vellum because it's gonna, yeah, we're going to do that. Now, the other consideration that I have is that vellum is not actually that thin. It's a pretty strong paper. I'm actually thinking of tearing out the presentation page and just tipping in the green, because I really don't need this. I don't need this page either. These two pages are stuck together. They are stuck to this one, so I need to be careful how I remove it. But I could safely remove both of these pages and be just fine. All right, that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. We're going to do a little bit of surgery here. I've got my X-Acto knife, and we are going to carefully, and I mean real carefully, remove these pages that we don't need. And just so you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know the best way to do this. What's the best way of going about it? You know, honestly, I could just rip it out because it's just glued. Yeah. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my goodness. Okay, the thing is I don't want to disrupt the integrity of this page. I don't think I am. Lord willing. However, yay, that was easy. That was easy. Okay, however, even if I were to have disrupted this page, some washi tape would have fixed that, but that is not the case. So we're also, now this is a little different. It's thicker paper. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. That came up real easy. Bam! Okay, now we need to make sure that this isn't compromised. And I don't think it is. Those two pages were just glued in. They were just glued in, whereas this one, I think, is actually a part of the signature. Okay, we're good, you guys. We're fine. We're fine. I am going to tape this, though, because I want to make sure that we are indeed okay. So I'm going to go grab some tape. I don't think I brought any with me, ironically. I got loads of washi tape, but not real tape, so I'm going to go grab some real quick. Okay, since I'm going to be tipping in this vellum, I want to be sure that putting tape in now isn't going to affect how this is going to stay. I'm not 100% sure. What I am 100% sure of is the fact that I need to cut this down to size. So we're going to do that. And the way I'm going to do that is just by eyeballing and folding. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of an edge here on the side to make sure I have enough. And we're going to fold this. And I'm going to fold it so that there's a little bit extra on this side as well, just to be sure, because you can always take some off. But when you add a crease to a page, it's kind of hard to undo that crease. So I want to make sure, yeah, I'm good. So move that up a little bit. And the vellum's easy to cut because once you crease it, you can just rip it pretty easily. But before we tip it in, we're going to stick our page on this. Now, normally, the smart thing would be to write down what I'm going to write down and then tip it in, just in case I mess up. Am I going to do that? No, because I also want to finish this, and I don't have time to think through what I want to write on here. So I'm going to chance it. I'm gonna take a chance and roll with it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. So let me just move that to over. It's stuck. Is that what I want? You all, I don't do this very often in my videos because I don't have occasion to, but I sing all the time in my real life, so if that's news to you, welcome. I don't normally do videos this long and of this kind, so this is like more of the real me. Okay. There we go. See? What a little patience will get you. Just a little patience. A little patience. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side because we need to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. All right, we're halfway there. All right, does anybody else finish the phrase when you hear the phrase, we're halfway there? Do you all finish it? Are y'all living on a prayer too? Because I totally finished it in my head. All right, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to put writing of some kind. Now, I already know that I want to put some song lyrics onto my inside covers like I did on my She Reads Truth Bible, and what I've done is I have pre-printed some lyrics that I would like to add, and I printed these on some thin paper. This is the paper that I'm using in lieu of Tomoe River paper, which is no longer manufactured by the original manufacturer. They've come out with a replacement, but I have like it's not really a dupe, but it's something that kind of comes close to the thin quality of the paper. So that is linked below if you want to check it out, but it's A4 size. So at this point, it's just a matter of cutting these out, and then I'm going to start positioning them. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm sure you know this is a super easy thing to do. Just copy and paste lyrics that you like from the internet, put them in a document, size them. I think I'm using an 11-point font just to give you a little bit of a reference, and you can have them to cut out. I'm going to put these in a little bowl so I can keep them all together and not lose track of them. And I'm going to figure out what I want to put on the inside cover as far as, like, color. So I originally wanted to put in this paper here because, like I was saying earlier, I want these flowers to pop. However, I don't think I want like one great big spread. I think I just want it in smaller pieces. So I have cut this or folded this in half. because I was thinking maybe I would just want a smaller piece. Because then that way I can use other pieces as well. So let me figure out what else might go well with this. Let's see what else we got. So I might use this other half on the back half, or the back cover. Lyrics would make so much sense, or not lyrics, but music notes would make so much sense. And this is also vellum, which is really cool. Might be cool to layer. I also have this vellum heart scrap. Oh, I've got a bigger vellum heart scrap. Maybe that. Should I use the gold? See, now this is where we're getting into like a darker, moodier look versus this bright look. And while I'm not trying to match it throughout the Bible, I do want there to be some cohesion within a spread. So I think I'm going to leave the darker one alone for now. I don't want it to be moody. This would make a lot of sense. Oh, I like that together. Okay, and again, this is heavier cardstock, so this is going to add bulk. Vellum is pretty thin, that's going to be fine. I used the thin paper for my lyrics, so I'm just trying to like offset where I can. Let's see, what else do we have? Polka dots would be fun. To kind of, now it's kind of like quilting. Which I've just recently gotten back into. I used to quilt when I was in college. And then when I got married and moved out of my parents' house where I had more room, my husband and I, and some of you guys know this, some of you who've been following for a long time, you all might remember that I used to live in a travel trailer. That's what we moved into first when we got married, just to cut our expenses down. I should say start with fewer expenses. It was a really, really great move. We're really glad we did it. Anyway, I didn't have room for all of my sewing stuff, so it all went in storage. And then it wasn't until just recently, late last year, that I pulled it all out of storage. And now I have my own little sewing space, and I've gotten back into quilting. And oh my goodness, I didn't realize how much I had missed it. It is so much fun. So much fun. Anyway, I'm thinking of that because right now I'm pulling fabrics from my stash to make a couple of quilts, and this is feeling a lot like that. It's scrapbooky, it feels like quilting when you're trying to take different patterns and whatnot and just find what might work together. I love peonies. I have been hoarding this card. These peony cards, I've been hoarding them because I just love peonies so much. I think they're so pretty. And I think they're going to end up in my Bible because what a perfect place to put them. I try not to use pieces that I really, 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 really love in my planners because I don't archive my planners that well. So if I want to enjoy things in the long run, then I need to put it in something like my Bible because this is going to stick around for a long, long time. It's a little bit different with my planners. I kind of want the hello. Like a nice little greeting when I open up my Bible. Okay, so I've got these pieces. I like these pieces, and I got to figure out how to put them together. This I'm going to tip in, so it's going to kind of like flap and just kind of hang out. I could put lyrics on the back of these if I wanted more. Oh, okay. I could have a whole collection of tip-ins. What? I could even have them so they, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I don't want it to be like overwhelming. But would it be that overwhelming? Or would it just be really stinking fun? All right, okay, let's figure this out. I do know that I want to cut this in half, so we're gonna go ahead and finalize the crease, commit to the crease. And we're going to rip that. Okay, so we know we're going to work with a smaller piece of that. It's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love flowers. I love flowers so much. I'm so glad God decided to make flowers, and he gave us such a variety of them. And this is where you just get to have fun. The reason why I'm doing lyrics, I'm adding lyrics, is because I grew up in a musical family. Music is such a part of my spiritual growth, my journey in the faith. I grew up around a lot of music. There's just always music in my house. And so there are songs that are so a part of my walk with the Lord. Whenever I'm feeling low or just worn out or jaded or whatever, there are songs that I can play that will instantly not only lift my mood, but will bring me back to like my emotional, spiritual foundation in Christ. And I mean, I know that's not everybody's experience, but that's my experience. That's one of the ways that I draw close to the Lord. And I love sort of capturing that in this fashion. So anyway, I think that I don't want this piece to be so big. I really thought I wanted it to be like a huge feature. And now that I'm placing things, I am changing my mind. right, I have spent way too much time on this. I'm getting hungry. It's been like 3-4 hours. I still have some empty spaces. I'm just going to leave it and cut the rest of the excess off and call it a day. I will be doing a part 2. I did not expect this to take this long. So I will be doing a part 2 and add the rest of the pieces that I plan to add. But for now, I hope that this gave you some ideas. Obviously, I still need to add my tabs, and I need to add my, and my ribbon marker. I need to put that back in. I'm probably going to do that off camera. And so by the time I do my part 2, those things should be installed. But I really need to call this quits because I have other things I need to do today. And this is already going to be a beast to edit. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. Let me know if you're interested in other sort of crafty videos. I love doing this kind of stuff, but I don't always make the time for it. So yeah, I want to do more, but whether or not I'm going to be able to do more or make time to do more is the question. So let me know if this is the kind of thing you might enjoy more of. And maybe I'll take note of it and maybe make plans to do more of this kind of thing in the future. Are there any ideas of things that you'd like me to share? I think I just knocked my camera. Anyway, if there are any ideas of things you'd like me to share, let me know as well. Like I said, I will be adding some actual Bible study tip-ins to this. But for now, I've just got a whole lot of scrappy going on, and I think I said this earlier, less is more, and I do believe that. However, sometimes more is more too. Sometimes more is just lovely and delightful and fun. So anyway, I don't know what I'm cutting, but I can't stop now. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cutting this. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I was, but oh well, there we go. Yeah, so let me know what you all think, and I will be coming at you with a part 2 sometime real soon. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Let's actually see if I can close this. I can! So here we go. That's how we open it. I need to put some tape down here just so everything stays put. But that's what we've got in the front. And then here's what we've got going on in the back. We've got lots of blank space to do even more if I want to. I'm not necessarily going to soon, besides the fact that I know I need to tip in my color code. Other than that, I don't really have any set plans. But I really love the way this is turning out. It's so bright and fun and scrappy, and this is just too much fun. I love this. I love this so much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will talk to you all later. Look out for part 2. And yeah, let me know if you try something like this, if you decide to get Crafty in your Bible, because I would love to know if there's anybody out there who also likes to do fun stuff like this too. Okay. We need to end this. I'll talk to you all later. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!